Good morning, and as usually, this is Sabina Arts with you, and I'm feeling so bittersweet today because today I am leaving the North Shore and I'm going back to the Honolulu, Waikiki, and I already got so used to all the sights and this amazing mountain that I'm seeing before my my own eyes, and I'm going to show it to you just in a moment. Yes, and I decided that for my last adventure on the North Shore, I want to visit the Waimea Falls. And I've tried to go in there a few times, but things just did not align well. And now, last few days, I'm just feeling this urge that I actually want to visit the place before I go. So this is where I'm heading right now. And please stay with me and let's get this started. So this is the view that I was talking to you about earlier. I'm going to miss it so much. Yeah, it's highly maintained like area, benches, and the water is there. Nice. And it looks like it's also a paid. Yeah, you gotta pay for it too. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the same. We went.
Yeah, I paid $25 for the entrance. That's a lot. Most of the hikes that I've been to, they were actually $3.99.
Thank you.
Well, looks like it's like a totally different experience. It's very maintained. It's almost like it's not a resort, of course, but it's almost like this resort areas. Very maintained. But I really do like that it offers the nature is really untouched. Even though you have like the nice roads and all of that, but what you see here is like a very untouched nature. They also said that I can swim in the waterfalls. We'll see. It's not a big hike, and it looks like it is actually very maintained. It's not an off-the-road hike that I usually go to. Even the Manoa Falls compared to this one looks like a unmaintained jungles, but this one apparently has even like the shuttle to the falls, and I believe that this was made to accommodate the all kind of tourists, because not everybody can walk that far, not everybody can hike far. Oh, so nice. But everybody can want to watch the waterfalls, so most of the people walk on the road. I decided to go through this nice area here. Like, I understand that things like that has to be paid for, but such a shame that I could not have been much like much often here. And I think this was a primary reason because I think I immediately realized that it's a $25 to be here. But again, you're tasting the jungles. You're not in. I mean, it is the jungle, but it's like this is not how it looks. You know, you saw all of my hikes. This is not how it looks. There are no benches, no trash cans, no restrooms. So this is like a taste of a jungle for people that cannot physically travel that far, so, which is pretty good. Still a very like historical site and has a lot of like nature that you can you know, this natural like stuff, trees and all of that you can see, plants. Pretty nice. Alright, we'll see where it will lead me to. Okay, the waterfall and the living site, Hawaiian floor. Okay, the waterfall is that way, and that's where I'm going. Here I am. Had to go back all the way to the parking lot to change my shoes. I realized that hiking shoes are really unnecessary here today. I mean, this is like the smoothest hiking road that I've seen in this last 3 months. Look at that. I mean, I can ride a bike here, or it's like so civilized. And I think it's nice, you know. There are things that I can enjoy off the grid, but I think that people should enjoy that too. Look at this really, really like Jurassic Park vibe. Really nice. And a lot of people here. I noticed that like when there are people around, like when I'm not hiking on my own, my transmitter works like so different. I am more, I would say, like on a surface layer rather than deeper into like some wisdom of the place. But we'll see. Maybe I will catch on something today too. Right now it's pretty quiet and I'm catching up like a lot of people here. It's kind of like noisy for me to concentrate like on my inner thoughts. We'll see. I still think it's great to get to the waterfalls.
My last boss, he was from Turkey.
I also was afraid that there are no like restrooms, so I had to go all the way back, but I'm forgetting that I'm on a tourist. I'm in a tourist zone, and it's not like I'm on a hike and then there will be nothing for the next like 5-6 hours. So nice, such different vibe. And look at this house. It's really, really, really atmospheric. When I first came to Hawaii, I loved stuff like that. I mean, I still love, but it's not that it's like a wild nature. It is recreated. Like it's not that it's a the village of native Hawaiian people. It is recreated from how they used to live, I guess. And let's see what it is. And then you can find some stuff for sale too. All the tools. Oh wow, this one, shark tooth weapon.
Oh, we mean like ENC? Yes.
Yes.
I've not seen
I think I saw stuff like that on Kauai a long time ago, like, I don't know, what is it, like 6 years ago? It was nice. Okay, let's get some water and go. So I actually decided to pop up and say a few things. I'm actually so glad that I came here today, in the day when I'm leaving the North Shore. So all these tourist zones, they are so enhanced with, you know, you can feel the atmosphere, you can feel this like Hawaiian vibe, but it's not like in the places where I usually go. Like, look at that. You don't see things like that. in the places like where I go. And interestingly, in tourist places like that, they are considered more like Hawaiian. So when you see it on the on the TV, on the YouTube, you feel like they're more Hawaiian just because of the atmosphere. In reality, these places are almost like a concentrate, you know. It's not a real Hawaii, but it's a concentrate of everything that they represent, the history, the nature. Because, you know, you don't see paveways like that. You don't see like houses, cute houses, Hawaiian houses like that. I said houses 3 times. But it is made for the tourists. And actually, it really is pleasing for the eyesight. It's like really enhancing this experience, the Hawaiian experience. So I'm really glad that I'm here today, because now I'm like, oh, I wish I was here more often. But it's not, it was not the experience that I was looking for at a time. Maybe like you can hide from people a little bit, like see this paveway. But I actually want to get to the Hawaii is a waterfall, because I don't have that much time. I'm a little bit limited on my time today. And yeah, you see how many people here. And what I also heard is that to swim in the waterfall, I actually need a vest. So you see the vest, and it's not this wild vibe that I experienced, let's say, like on the Waimea Falls, where I hiked like 2 hours or maybe like hour and a half, and I was able to do what the hell I want on that waterfall, even though I was actually washing myself, not doing anything dangerous. But here it's a public park, so the vest is required. We'll see when I get there. Still on my way. So I actually decided to finally get off the grid. I just can't. People are talking loud and I need loads of space. So even though this is a highly groomed territory, and I'm walking right, like, see where the people are here, is highly groomed territory, I still admire it. This is what I like. So the nature that we see in cities is not actually a nature. So I used to talk to my partner about how I'm missing the nature living in Chicago, and he would say that we'll go in the public park. I'm like, this is not a nature. It's like a recreated little, like, you know, like in a zoo, like this little recreated areas, has nothing to do with nature. But what I like here is that even though this is what I see as the future for the people for humanity, is that we live in the both worlds. I don't see that going back to, like, you know, cooking and I don't know, going potty, going to the restroom, like outside is a way to live, like sleeping outside. Like it's just not a way to live, but maybe like when you have this like combination of both civilization and nature, then that's how I would say that, I don't know, this is the best way to live, I think. And even though it is very very groomed in here, still find all this like you see, like, I mean, you have a pathway, but everything you have from the left to right side, it is actually, you know, a pure nature. Even though it's groomed, it's made to be accessible. I would not confuse it with like public parks in the megapolis. Different. This is not recreated by humans. It is what it is. It was just made accessible. I'm still feeling people do disrupt the transmitter, and it's not as easy to connect to nature because of all of the sounds that I'm hearing, all of the people, the energies, but still such a good combination of civilization and nature. This like great and amazing combination of what I think we're missing and what actually is not letting us connect to our bodies, connect to our like wilderness within us, because we are just all about civilization, all about city now. But we have to live in the this medium, this combination of like let's say like science and spirituality, mind and the soul, left and right, mind and psyche. There has to be a combination of rational and irrational, and then also city and nature. So I believe that for thriving of people, thriving of a person, there has to be a union of left and right, and all the things that I've mentioned in the middle. This is where we find thriving. This is where we find health and prosperity for us, not as just like economically, but also spiritually, also health-wise as a result. So I'll continue my way to the waterfalls. So I reached the waterfall. I can already hear that it's going to be super crowding. So don't be surprised when sound is lowered.
So it looks beautiful.
Today I'm a real tourist, not a traveler, tourist. Look at me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good. Shit, on the car, bro.
There, on the egg. On the egg.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Bring you soup? Get on there. This way.
Well, this was certainly an experience worth having, even though there were people, but it's incredible. What I mean by there were people is that in places like that, when it's very noisy and a lot of people, you don't get to like concentrate on the nature, and it's very hard to go inward into transmitting the messages. But I feel like this is a little bit different from any other things that I did so far, and mostly I guess it's just for me enjoying, for my enjoyment, and just for an experience rather than anything else. That's what I feel. So I'm going to be leaving right now, and I already swam already and I changed already. So I'm going to be enjoying this beautiful sight. I also have about an hour drive and moving to a different apartment today with my cat. So I have a lot on my plate. I also planned to stop by this one shop where you can get coconut dairy free ice cream, but I don't know if I have time. Let's see. Well, I was really happy that I actually came here today. I didn't know that it's going to be like that, but it certainly is an experience still.